Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to Adelphi University. So glad you could join us this afternoon on MSU Varsity. Matt Shortis alongside Rob Pavanelli. And Rob, today you get a good matchup. Boys and girls maybe not quite having their usual year, but we'll see a definite contrast in style of play this afternoon between Lou High and boys and girls.
No question about it, Matt. This Lou High team, we've seen them both last weekend, but this is a Lou High team with tremendous amount of size, speed. They're very, very deep. They're going to use that size to really get out in transition and cause some problems on a defensive end for this small boys and girls team. They're athletic, they're quick, they can get to the basket, but they may have trouble with this Lou High size.
And for the Kangaroos, they're going to rely on Gianni Ford. It's not often you see a four-year guy at the AA in the PSAL.
And one of the best guards in the PSAL, Gianni Ford, a three-year starter, as you mentioned, a four-year varsity player for Ruth Lovelace. Really good in transition, shoots the ball extremely well. He's the leader of this basketball team. He's going to need to have a big game if the Kangaroos are going to pull off the upset.
And we saw him last week for Lou High. Donatas Kupsis has come on the scene as he's been playing some really good ball lately.
Now, he's a pleasure to watch, Matty. He keeps everything simple. Can shoot the basketball. He rebounds the ball extremely well. A terrific passer. Can go inside, can go outside. He's your prototypical stretch four. I really enjoy watching this kid play. He's going to be one of the best players on Long Island for years to come.
Lou High Crusaders looking for their 10th win of the season today. Boys and girls, they'll have their hands full. It's the Crusaders and Kangaroos coming up on MSU Varsity. 22-13, Lou High on top of boys and girls. Matt Shortis, Rob Pavanelli back with you for the second quarter. And it was a quick start. Devontae Green, 6 points. He made his first 3 shots. And again, fresh off that commitment to Indiana, he's looked pretty good today.
Oh, he certainly has. And, you know, he really doesn't. In years past, he spent a lot more time shooting the basketball, getting to the basket, getting a little bit out of control. His game is so much more under control. Looks to use his teammates a lot more, and, you know, only really looks to take over a basketball game when the Crusaders are struggling on the offensive end, and they certainly have not struggled at all. And here he has moved to the point with Jacobs on the bench with the 2 fouls.
Got a couple fouls, and we have a foul away from the ball. Down low, looks like it's going against boys and girls. And Sutton, who checked into the game a moment ago, gets his first. Dimitri Sutton listed at 6'6". And like you said, they don't really have anybody that can match up that well with Roger Campbell. That's why he's in there. Campbell out on the perimeter. Bounce pass to Devontae Green. Straight away behind the arc. Manning picks up the dribble. Nice feed down low to Kupsis on the finish.
Simple backdoor cut there by Kupsis. Saw that he was overplayed. Great read by Manning, and another easy bucket for the Crusaders.
6 points for Donatas Kupsis, who's in the last few games really become a more focal point of this offense for Lou High. Pass down low. Sutton, one dribble. And a nice little head fake and gets the roll.
Good patience by Sutton, and a beautiful look by Ford. The wraparound.
Back they go, poked away. Here on the break, it's Ford. Ford all alone, and he'll put it in.
Great defense there by Ford, and 2 quick buckets cuts the lead to 7. Good defense by the Kangaroos. Ooh, looked like that was some pretty good defense by Cheek on Coleman, but he will get called for the personal.
You and Ruth Lovelace, the same reaction.
Ruth, calm demeanor on the sideline. What a credit to the game of basketball Ruth has been for these years here at Boys and Girls. Turned that program around, led them to 3 consecutive PSAL titles and a state federation title in 2012. They beat Mount Vernon in the finals, knocked off St. Raymond's in the semis. Ruth, one of the greatest coaches you're going to see. A great player, has turned into a great coach. Not always the case. Great players don't always turn into great coaches. She certainly has done that. The first female ever in the PSAL to win a AA title.
As long as she's been doing it as well. A foul off the miss. Junior Graham, who had just checked in. Loose ball foul. Now, for anybody to be coaching 20-plus years, you've been doing something right.
Absolutely.
She's gone to the PSAL playoffs with the Kangaroos each and every season. Batted around, but boys and girls recovers. Here's Ford. Ford putting it on the deck. Ford Little floater just off the heel. Manning the rebound. Manning, long pass ahead. It's stolen by Sutton. He throws it behind him. No-look pass, and he gets it ahead.
Nice play by Sutton.
Cheek. Ford will try a three-pointer. A little too strong. Manning another rebound for Lehigh, and a whistle will stop play. A foul on boys and girls.
Boys and girls getting some good looks at the basket. Need them to go down. Ford, one of the better shooters in the city. Got some open looks. Needs to convert if the Kangaroos are going to pull off this upset.
So Isaiah Ford picks up his third personal foul. And boys and girls in a little bit of trouble with some of the individual fouls that they're picking up. Not so much the team fouls. So they do have 6. Next one will put Lehigh in the bonus.
And boys and girls not nearly as deep as Lehigh.
There aren't a whole lot of teams that are. Here's Manning, pass intercepted. Ahead it comes for Boone. Been impressed with boys and girls' ability to create turnovers so far today, Pav.
Well, they have to create turnovers against this Lehigh team. They're not going to stop them inside. They have to use their speed and their quickness to create turnovers and get some open looks in transition. That is their game.
Green on the miss, and we should have another over-the-back foul. That'll be the second on Junior Graham for Lehigh. And boys and girls will get it back with 5:36 to play in an 8-point game.
And there's that depth. Graham came in. Graham came in for Roger Campbell, bringing 6'7" in for 6'9". He gets in foul trouble, and you go right back to Roger Campbell. You can bring in Harrison Warnock, about 6'5", 6'6", off the bench as well. This is a deep and very, very tall Lehigh Crusader basketball team. Showing a little 1-3-1 here, so trying to change it up a little bit against boys and girls.
Scoop shot knocked away. Cupsis in a battle for it. He picks it up. Green, baseball pass ahead. In the lane, it's Coleman. And we'll have a whistle shot. Will be called for a goaltend. And the basket will count.
Damari Sutton going to come out of the basketball game. Oh, he's going to stay in the game. I'm sorry. Nehemiah Boone going to take a seat on the bench. I like what Sutton has done since he's been in his basketball game. That time, close to a block, got the goaltending call, but he's done a nice job defensively. Finished around the basket.
There's a 3 for boys and girls, a much-needed one at that for the sharpshooter Najee Scott.
And there's that beautiful stroke of his. One of the prettiest strokes. Anytime you shoot the ball left-handed, it looks beautiful, but his especially so.
We'll have an offensive foul on Lehigh underneath. And it looks like it's going against Rocher Campbell. So boys and girls hanging tough. Down by 7 with 4:44 to go in the first half.
After a nice early start offensively for Lehigh, they've kind of struggled a little bit the last few possessions, not moving the ball as crisp, not getting those easy transition baskets.
They go right back to the well. Scott a little too strong this time. And it's pulled down on a defensive rebound by Campbell. Lehigh pushing left to right.
Anytime you go to that 1-3-1 zone, you're going to give up open looks in the corner. Speaking of open looks in the corner, Coleman.
In and out. Loose ball foul. Another one against Lehigh. And Cupsis showing a little frustration there. And boys and girls now in the bonus as they will shoot 1-1. Going to the free throw line for 1-1 is Damari Sutton. One of 5 shooting boys and girls is from the free throw line. Feels like they've had a few more opportunities than that, but a 1-1 for Sutton, missed on the front end.
That one never had a chance. A line drive there by Sutton, now 1 for 6.
Pull up three-pointer for Green is good. Ice cold stare down after that.
And that's how Lehigh makes you pay. You're on the free throw line with a chance to cut into the lead. Devontae Green comes down and knocks down a 3. And with that three-pointer, Devontae Green now is tied in 17th place all-time in New York State scoring history. Who'd he tie? Greg Paulus of great CBA fame and Duke fame. Next on the list, Jimmer Fredette.
Well, he's 5 points shy of tying Jimmer Fredette, right? You told me he was 14 points away coming into today.
It's 2-4-0-4 for Jimmer Fredette.
There's Manning underneath. He's up to 6. So Green has 9 points in the first half so far. 10-point lead for Lehigh, 32-22, with 3:20 remaining in the first half.
Very dangerous spot right here for boys and girls. Can't let this game get away. Lehigh with a double-digit lead.
Scott will try a 3, back heels it. Long rebound, fought for, and it's pulled down by Ford. Big one for boys and girls. Ford has Manning on him, looks down low, batted away, back into the hands of Sutton. Bounce it comes, Ford again looking for a 3, fires it inside, and it's off the hands of Wellington out of bounds, but it will stay with boys and girls.
Good look there by Ford. Had an easy bucket. Wellington unable to handle. A little heat on that pass.
Got a two-handed heave down low.
Hey, Johnny Buck on the court playing defense in the corner. Doesn't want to give up any open threes in that corner.
Nice look down low, reverse, won't foul for boys and girls, and Green comes up with it for Lehigh. Manning thought about the 3. He'll take a step inside, heaves it down low to Graham, and a foul on boys and girls. And Junior Graham, the senior, will go to the free throw line. Tariq Sadu checking in for Lehigh. We didn't see him at all last week.
The senior out of Manhasset, 6'7", more size off the bench for Johns Bucks ball club. Didn't get a chance to check in as Lehigh misses the free throw.
And travel down the other way for boys and girls. I'd have to check on it, Pat, but you almost wonder what the status of Harrison Warnock is, because we saw him a lot last week, haven't seen him at all today.
He played outstanding against Stepanak with some big jumpers, good passer, strong rebounder, only a sophomore. He's got a bright, bright future.
Wonder if it's just a matchups things or what Lehigh has going on right now. There's Cupsis out on the perimeter, puts it on the floor. Cupsis will not get the pull, and he actually is called for a travel. And he seemed, even though he's had a good first half with 6 points, at times he seemed a little exacerbated by the officiating this afternoon.
Aren't we all?
Me less so than you. Boys and girls trying to cut into this 10-point deficit. It's been that way for the last couple moments.
And a lot of ball movement around the perimeter. Can't really penetrate this long Lehigh zone. John Buck is playing more zone this year than he's done in years past because of the size and length.
Here's Ford inside, floater no. And a battle for it, out of bounds. Last touch by Ford. So it will be Lehigh possession.
And that length forces Ford to take a tough runner in the lane. And Lehigh with a chance to extend this lead. Minute 39 left to go in a half.
They go back to Manning. Lobson all the way back up top for Green. Green leading all scorers right now with 9 points in a bit of a defensive contest. Manning down the lane off the baseline is good.
Nice little floater by the senior.
Largest lead of the game for Lehigh at 12 as we close in on the final minute of the first half. Ford 6 points so far today for boys and girls. And the looks have not been there in the last couple of minutes. He'll haul a 3 off the front of the iron and Cupsis the one-handed rebound.
Ford not ready to shoot on that 3. Had an open look, but was flat-footed.
Here's Green, little move in the air, no good. Sadu had it, dribbles it off his foot, and it'll be boys and girls ball with 40 seconds remaining in the first half.
I think that was a strip down by boys and girls. Couldn't see the hand, but definitely a strip down. Knocked it off of his foot, and it'll be boys and girls basketball. Sadu with a nice rebound. Unfortunate for him.
They do not give up on any possessions, boys and girls.
No, they don't. They play extremely hard, and if you play for Ruth Lovelace, you have to play hard. That's the way she coaches. And it's a small basketball team, but they are getting after it. Big possession right here. I know they would like to get an open three with about 4 seconds left to go on a shot clock.
Yeah, 7 to shoot now. They force it. Ford draws contact. No, they say it traveled.